Hello, good morning students. So we will be continuing in our new class. So in yesterday's class I talked about which things? I talked about force, and force was doing what? It was doing an interaction between two objects, and in that interaction I told you that force can change the direction, speed and shape of the object. Yes? Till now everyone is with me, and we will be moving forward. Like, we will be seeing these properties. Yesterday I told you about this, and in this the first one was, it can means the force may make an object move from rest. Okay, means it can move it, and it can make change the speed of an object if it is moving, means it is moving already, but if we apply some force in it, then it will start changing its speed and it will increase, and it may change the direction of motion of an object also. I told you, with the help of ruler the ball was moving, and when we put slightly different in the angle, the ball changed its position in another direction. And the fourth one is may bring about a change in the shape of an object, and I talked about the dough, and the dough, when we pressed it, it got flattened and it changed the shape, and when we rolled it, it again became a ball of dough. Yes, it was changing its shape. And the fifth one is may cause some or all of this effect. Okay, this all things are the properties of force. Now we have seen something else also, and this is this kind of pictures. I told you about the interaction between two objects. See, the force are due to an interaction. See, the car was stilt over there, but when a person, see, this person is there, and now this person is pushing the car, and when he pushed the car, it moved little further. So the interaction was there. When the hand was in contact with this car, then only he was able to move this car. Yes, for that the interaction is very necessary. Everyone understood that? Now we will be continuing with our new chapter. Okay, in this we will talk about more about this force. Now let's see. Everyone have played this game in the classroom. I know that. I have also played this. And now in this, anyone can tell that what is happening in the comment box. And see, let me tell you first. They are playing a game known as pen fight. In this, what they do? They hit the pen from one side, and who will win in this game? When the person's pen who is playing, he will be able to knock down all the pens from the table. Okay, then he will be winning the game. So in this, he applies some force on the pen at the edges, at the center, so that he can push the other pens and drop down from the table. Yes. Now there is one more picture. In this, what is happening? There is a girl. She is holding this books. I have one question for you all. Will she be able to hold this book without having there some kind of force? Means she's holding, she's applying force or not? She's applying pull force, I think. So let's see what is this force known as. Okay, this is known as contact force. Okay, this interaction between two objects is known as contact force. So what is contact force? A force that is exerted only when two objects are touching each other. Okay, like you can see in the first picture, one is in the toy bicycle, riding the toy bicycle, and two are pushing it. So see this F1, F3, what it is denoting? It is denoting some force, and this force is known as contact force. And see, you have seen a mother lady taking her child in the this chair car. Okay, and this chair car is moved by her hand by applying some force, and this applied force on this handle will be known as contact force. Okay, everyone is clear till here? Now I have a question for you all. You have to look around yourself and mention the situations where you can see the use of contact force. Okay students, You have to see the use of contact force. So students, write down this in your comment box, and let me tell you few where we can see this. Like you can see everywhere, from standing up to sitting down, laying down, opening the door. You need an interaction between the objects, and that interaction between that object and your hand, okay, or your body, will be known as contact force. Now I guess everyone is clear with this topic, contact force. So there is a question for you all. Okay, so a force that acts where two objects touch each is known as, yes, write down fast in the comment box. The option which is correct is which one? This contact force. Okay students, because a force that is acting is contact force where two objects touch each other. Everyone is clear? Now I have some interesting thing to show you. What are these things? These are books. Yes, for these books, are you able to move this without touching it? You will be not able to move these books without touching it or open it. Yes. And the second one, this bucket, if you want to lift up this bucket, what will you do? You will apply some force to make it upside, okay, and then what will you do? You will apply some force. And what is that force? From where you are getting this? You are getting from your internal body, and that force is known as something called muscular force. Okay students, and this muscular force, anyone know about this muscular force? They can write in the comment section and I will check that. Everyone should do that. Till then I will tell you what is muscular force. The force resulting due to the action of muscles, means in your body there are some muscles, okay, and if that action is done by your muscle, means the applied force, then it will be known as muscular force. Everyone got this? See this, the force resulting due to the action of muscles is known as muscular force. And you have seen many persons going to gym, they apply muscular force to do this gym works. Like, see, he is also telling this person, I am applying a muscular force while doing my push-up. He is doing push-ups. In this, he will get pain after some time, because it is something related to anaerobic respiration, but we will be talking just now for this muscular force, because he is applying some muscle, okay, action of muscle in this, okay, part, and for that part the action is done, and that force is known as muscular force. So there is a question for you all. In the process of digestion, the food gets pushed through the alimentary canal from your mouth, okay, to the stomach. Then means that, could it be a muscular force, or does it have some another kind of force? You have to tell about this. See students, so the answer of this will be that first you have to go in the comment section and you have to write the answer. Till then I will tell you the answer, what is it. Okay, so you know that when we intake the food, it breaks down in the smaller parts, and it will go through your esophagus, then stomach, then intestine. And from going through the esophagus, we know a term called as peristalsis. In that, what happens? The contraction and relaxation of the muscle is going over there. So that contraction and relaxation, we can say that it is a muscular force, and that is happening in the stomach as well as in esophagus, in intestine. Okay, so this will be correct. So there is an muscular force in this alimentary canal when we intake the food. Are you seeing this? This is the path of the food going in the stomach. In this, contraction and relaxation will be done like this. Because of this, the means simplified food will enter into the small intestine, because they are creating pressure over here to make the food go through this small intestine. Everyone is clear with this? Let's move further. How do animals make use of muscular force to carry out their physical activities and other tasks? You have to tell about this. So Everyone go to the comment box again and tell me how it is happening. Till then I will give you an example. You all have seen that there is an bullock cart. Why we use bullock cart? We use bullock cart to means take large amount of large scale. In large scale we take the quantity, like we usually load the hay, okay, dry grasses, many things like that in that bullock cart, and that is pulled by the bullocks. And what is this bullocks doing? They are applying some muscular force, okay, muscular force. That's why they are able to carry this now. They are moving the bullock cart in forward direction and changing its direction. How they are doing this? They are using their muscular power, and that muscular power is known as muscle force, okay, muscular force. See, are you able to see? This person is directing this bullocks to go further, and this bullocks are applying their muscular power, muscular force in the forward direction, and now this cart is moving further, and this cart is moving due to muscular force of this bullocks. Okay students, now are you able to see something? A person is riding a bicycle, okay. So when you pedal the bicycle, what happens? The bicycle will move little further and it will stop, okay. But why it is not going so much far? Means we have pedaled and it should just go on now, but it is stopping at the some time. Everyone has experienced it, yes or no? Okay, everyone has experienced it, but how does it is happening? And in the same thing, bike also, many of you have seen your parents also ride the bike, but they give some acceleration to the bike, and if they are not giving more acceleration, after some time the bike will be stopped down. And see, I will give one video link in the description. You have to watch that video. In that, what I have done, I have took a ball, okay, I have rolled down the ball on the ground, and in that it is shown that the ball will be stopping after some time. It is not moving further and further. And why it is moving, I will tell you about this. Okay students, why it is moving? It is moving because there is some force opposing to that normal moving force. That force is known as friction force, okay students, because it is always the opposite direction of the moving force. Like see, what is friction force? Normally we see the friction occurs whenever two surfaces rub against each other. Friction is a force that always opposes motion. Means if object is in the motion, and the friction force will always oppose that motion. Like you are riding a bicycle, in your tires you are applying the forward force, okay, and the opposing force will be always called as friction force. And in this thing always two mediums are required. Let me show you the picture first. So see, in this bicycle you are able to see you are moving further, okay, by paddling the cycle, but you are able to see in both the tires there is a contact with the road, and where there is contact and two surfaces are meeting each other, they will create some opposing force of the motion. So it will be said to be frictional force. Everyone is getting this? What is frictional force? Okay. Now there is a question, why does the boat stop when you stop rowing? See, in the water also we start boating, okay. In that what we do, we paddle out, okay. See the picture first. She is paddling in the water. This is called rowing, okay. And after some, when the person will row this boat, what will happen? The boat will start moving. But after some time, when he stops this rowing, then the boat, you will be seeing this boat will stop after some time. What is it happening? This friction is occurring over here also, okay, because this is not road, this is water. Then also I told you two surfaces are needed, means one should be in the motion and the other surface is touching it, so it will create a friction force opposing to that motion, okay. So in the water also the friction will be applied, okay, means always two surfaces are needed to create frictional force. Everyone get this? Now there is an poll question. You have to do this in comment box and tell the right answer. So friction always opposes the motion, help the motion, both A and B or none. So the answer will be which one? Opposes the motion. Okay students, it is the correct answer. So today till now we have studied about what things? We have studied about contact forces, muscular forces, friction forces. In that we saw some of kind of activity I told you. The video is in the description, and we saw many pictures like in which the contact force was showing that in muscular force also. And now here I am concluding while giving you some homework. So the homework is the first one. In the following situation you have to identify the agent exerting the force and the object on which it acts. You have to state the effect of the force in each case. Okay, there are 4 cases. In each case you have to state the effect of force. So the first one is squeezing a piece of lemon between the fingers to extract its juice, taking out paste from a toothpaste tube. C. A loaded suspended from a spring while its other end is on a hook fixed to a wall. D. An athlete making a high jump to clear the bar at a certain height. The second one question is, a blacksmith hammers a hot piece of iron while making a tool. How does the force due to hammering affect the piece of iron? Okay. The third one is, why does a matchstick catch fire when rubbed on a rough surface of the box? And there is an activity for you all. You have to tell me about this in the next class. See the activities. You have to push a heavy box or any heavy object. You have to observe the action of a muscular force and friction force on the object along with the direction, and you have to write your observation in your copy. So thank you students, we will be meeting in the next lecture. So thank you.